some days it's your lucky day, and some days it's somebody else's. You got to congratulate.
The first ever Winston Cup race winner in New England is Rusty Wallace. Glenn Jarrett's with him.
Well, Rusty, for a guy that just drove 300 miles from 33rd place to first, you look pretty doggone cool. That car was great, wasn't it?
The car was perfect today. I'm telling you, motor run great. The tires were great. You know, just everything was great. I'm telling you, I really boneheaded in qualifying. I had the fastest car here in practice. I overdrove it and got up into the loose stuff and had started 33rd. Let me tell you something. A little pressure on myself to perform for these guys that work real hard. I'm just happy that that Emerson or Tracy did good today, another Penske team, and we were able to do this for them today. It's a great comeback. We weren't ever down. We were just taking a little nap, I think.
Well, the nap you took qualifying, though, which is more important to you, though? You know, charging back like this in this race or starting on the pole?
Yeah, I mean, winning a race, obviously. I mean, it's a great deal. I'm just really happy to win this thing. Can't say enough for the team and Miller Genuine Draft, AC, Pontiac, Goodyear, Roger Penske, the whole Penske Corp, and all the people make all this possible. Everybody really did a great job.
You had to be pretty glad to see that last caution, and it gave you a chance. Looked like you and Davey were pretty even up until that last caution.
Yeah, we really were, and Davey pitted before we did. He got a little track position on me with fresher tires. But that's a gamble we wanted to take. We didn't want to risk run out of gas or something. But we needed that last caution, and the guys, as usual, put a can of whoop-you-know-what on them in the pit stop.
Well, you always do that. Another question now. First trip to New Hampshire up here, this track, this area. How do you like this racetrack, the people, and particularly over at Weirs Beach?
They've been very nice to us. The people over at the resort have been really great to us, and all the fans up here really been outgoing. You know, I just can't say enough for everything. Everything went perfect today. I mean, it really had to drive hard. And but boy, the pit crew is behind me, and they made some great pit stops, and it just feels good to be where I am right now. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to boast about how good we did the first 4 races. I must be doggone glad to get another one because it's a tough deal.
Did you ever have a feeling at any time today that you wouldn't win the race?
Not really. I mean, a lot of things can happen. The last pit stop, obviously, you know, I was a little concerned because we were second and Davey was pulling me. But we made a wedge adjustment right there at the end. We loosened the car up a little bit. I said, I can drive for 30 laps, and I did that, and it worked out. But, hey, it's a whole team effort. The motor run like a clock. Buddy did a wonderful job again, and the crew's just happy, and we're really a thick group of people. And I hope Miller Genuine Draft and all the sponsors enjoy it.
Well, I'm sure they do. They're a very successful group of people, too. We'll let you guys celebrate for a while. Randy?
We're standing here with Mark Martin getting a cool drink. Of course, he's one of the drivers in better shape here. Mark sat on the pole, could have won the race, maybe you and a Cal bonus, but you finished second. You gotta be happy about the way the car ran here today.
We gave him all we had. Rusty was driving his tail off. He was all over the place, and I was gaining just a little bit on him. I thought maybe I could put some pressure on him and get him to wobble out of the groove, but as I got closer, he got dug in, found him a good spot to run, and I couldn't do it. And then right at the end, I just had to fight for my position with Davey. Real proud of this Valvoline team, these cars. I believe that this is what you're going to see in the second half from this team, and I wish we could have won, but they did a great job, ran real good, and they beat us today. We missed it just ever so slightly and never really got the car perfect, but got it better there at the end.
First time here, you only get a chance to run really 30 or 40 laps during practice, so this was really a practice run as well as a run for the roses, so to speak. But how many different times did you have to change the car during the race?
Well, we fought ours. We changed it once and did what we should have done to it, and it went junk on us. And we went to the back. Then we had to come in and change it back to the way it was when we started, and of course that was too loose, just like it was. So then I had to fight that. And then we started working on it again, and we finished the race about like the adjustment that we made that was junk. So heck, we were confused, you know. We just didn't quite hit it. I believe that we had the car to beat before the racetrack started coming apart yesterday afternoon, and that sealer kind of threw me a loop, and I couldn't get a hold like I needed to.
Okay, well, you got some notes for next time back. Good luck next time here. Okay, back to Victory Lane with Glenn Jarrett.
Well, Randy, the awards continue here. This is Buddy Parrott, the crew chief, that Rusty was applauding so much. And on behalf of T&N Motorsports and Miller Genuine Draft, Buddy, we're presenting you with the Miller Genuine Draft Pit Crew Award for that fine work you guys did. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. On behalf of all the team members, they're the ones that did it. You know, we did a 17-second pit stop with a new crew member on that last stop, and I think that was a lot that told the difference to the story of the race. And but Rusty went out there and took the lead one time. You know, he took the lead when we went out second, and we gave him the lead then and didn't relinquish the lead. So they did a great job, and I'm real proud of this Miller Genuine Draft crew.
Well, you guys have been making those kind of pit stops all year long. In fact, it started at, I guess, about the middle of last year. You really work on that, don't you?
Well, we really do, you know, but last few races, you know, we hadn't had a chance to really do anything, but today we were showing them again, you know, so everybody was real happy, and the guys did a great job. And like I said, we did have a new member on the pit crew today, and he did a heck of a job.
Well, now I know that you enjoyed your stay at the resort over at Weirs Beach, because I saw you over there on the beach with some white shoes and some legs that were almost as white.
I tell you what, we stayed over the Nashville over there, and those people treated us excellent. I'll tell you what, they couldn't have been any nicer. You know, I'd like to thank Mr. Bear up here for putting the racetrack together this great, you know, and just hopefully we can get out of this place, you know, the traffic and all. But I tell you what, from the first race I came up here in 1991, he's done a heck of a job.
Well, they've all done a heck of a job, and congratulations to all of you. Mike?
They had quite a time there at the Boat Slip restaurant last night, and they had a very quiet table in the back because I guess they'd had a real noisy, rowdy one up front Friday night. Rusty Wallace in Victory Lane. We'll be right back. I didn't want to say they were on probation.
Congratulations, Rusty, to you and your team. What a great race, and a great inaugural Winston Cup race for that New Hampshire National Raceway. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate this. I mean, you can't believe how much I treasured this after the slump we were in. And I really told everybody I thought we were going to get out of this.
Who else we get?
Around here. We really started getting out around Dover.
Okay.
We had some problems there.
And you got a full field.
Some other tracks before we kicked them all and brought it back. And this is going to be a great trophy. I'm going to treasure this for a long time.
With me? No, I have Neil and Buddy with me. Inside, in the booth. You want us outside? Oh, Ken. Okay, Ken is out on outside on the roof. Patty, how long are we going to fill? How long are we going to stay? Okay, sorry.
There you are, Buddy. Buddy, what were you thinking there? I mean, number one, the car was extremely strong, and around the lap 200, you were leading the event.
Question is, what happened to Sterling?
Brakes? Didn't they say brakes?
Well, they say he running hot, but
Oh, hot, he overheated. That was it.
I thought once they cleaned the grill off, it quit.
I did too. It was loaded.
Boom, boom.
All the guys, they set up a beautiful race car, and we were real happy. Pit crew did an excellent job. We had a new crew member on the left rear tire today.
TNN Motorsports exclusive coverage of the Slick 50 300 is brought to you by Napa, because there are no unimportant parts. Many of the 75,000 people here at New Hampshire International staying around to watch the trucks load up and load out. Rusty Wallace, the winner. Mark Martin finishing second in a Ford. Davey Allison's Ford is third. Dale Jarrett and Ricky Rudd in Chevrolets. That's the top five. Then Sterling Marlin, Jeff Gordon, all on the lead lap. One lap down with Kyle Petty, Bill Elliott, Bobby Labonte, Jimmy Hensley, Jeff Bodine, and Brett Bodine. Then 2 laps back, Morgan Shepherd, Ernie Irvin, Rick Mast, Harry Gant, Jimmy Spencer. 3 laps down come Darrell Waltrip, Bobby Hillen, Kenny Wallace, Derek Cope, Mike Waltrip, and Ted Musgrave. Then 4 laps back, Hut Strickland with relief from Jeff Burton. Dale Earnhardt 4 laps down. 7 laps behind, Wally Dallenbach and Rick Wilson. Further back, Kenny Bouchard, Dave Marcus were running at the finish. Terry Labonte, Greg Sachs, Dick Trickle, Jimmy Speed, Lake Speed, all in the garage. Jimmy Means, Joe Nemechek, and Jeff Burton had great starts and tough finishes today in their first Winston Cup starts. Ken Schrader, Phil Parsons, and Jerry O'Neill rounded out the 40-car field.